Hello, I'm Sioned Williams, and in honour of Rare Disease Day 2025, 28th of February, I thought I'd tell you something on my own rare disease, McArdle disease. It's a little known disability, and I'm here to share information, raise awareness and ask for donations to the Association for Glycogen Storage Disorders UK through my Just Giving page. McArdle disease is an ultra-rare disorder of energy supply, which can cause exhaustion, cramping and muscle pain in everyday activities. And if activity is continued whilst in pain, muscle damage ensues with the risk of muscle breakdown, which can lead to acute kidney failure or compartment syndrome. Despite the fact that I was a very sick young child, I never stood still. I could never quite work out what stopped me from being able to walk at the same pace as others, and I often stopped with pain and breathlessness. I couldn't catch the school bus, and I often fell whilst jumping the rope. I couldn't ride a bike, and even when I would wash my hair, I would get cramp, and brushing my teeth too. It upset me since some people just thought I was slow or clumsy. By the time it came to having piano lessons, not only was the walk from school worrying because I hated being late, but I noticed cramping in my fingers and arms, and pains in my shoulders when I was playing. But I carried on. I loved music. When I later started playing the harp, having to hold arms up and then pluck the string was very difficult, and yet again I loved it. I'd always loved music, so it became my solace and in some way my persistent annoyance. I was always one who wanted to do their best, and now, about 60 years later, at nearly 72, I think I can say it was all worth it. I became a professional harpist, mainly a soloist at first, and at age 38 I was first diagnosed with McArdle by muscle biopsy and was told to reserve, not use, energy. I couldn't take that information in, and for about, a week or so I stopped everything, until I decided that if the BBC Symphony Orchestra would accept the diagnosis, I would certainly carry on being their principal harpist, a position I had literally just signed up for. That prestigious job led me around the world and lasted 28 years. I continued with my solo work, researching, and I think I'm a versatile musician, continuing to not be defined by my disability. In January this year, for instance, I was president of the Trinity Istanbul International Harp Festival, where I led a panel of harpists from 5 countries with judging competitions, and I gave a recital in the British Consulate General in Istanbul. I worked an average 10 hours a day. So, as you can see, with diagnosis and correct advice, we learn to avoid disasters and we can lead busy and fruitful lives. But if I hadn't been able to access the incredible clinic of the National Hospital for Neurology and Neurosurgery in Queen Square, London, with a team of specialists who regularly monitor and advise me, and from there learn about the resources and work done by others within the AGSD, I doubt very much if I would have survived. It's imperative that we all work together to share information and to alert people to rare diseases. Within the AGSD UK, I have what I call my special family. This family is made up of expert doctors and specialists, people who advocate and share information with us and on our behalf. But also I made worldwide friends who also have rare disabilities. I'm so grateful. Of course, I have a special bond with McArdle sufferers, and there's an annual walking course organised by the brilliant Andrew Wakelin. In 2024, we were also led by a young trained course leader, Bronte Thomas Bush, who was very inspirational. Both these people have McArdles. The walk brings people together to learn about our disability, but also here we can be honest about ourselves. We can share our information, we can share our stories, encourage each other, and access unparalleled information, some in the form of printed booklets and printed medical cards, to help ourselves and others understand our needs. We drive each other forward, we have fun, we laugh, and of course we make friends for life. There are only about 350 known cases of McArdle disease in the UK, It's a population of about 68.3 million. But does it matter that because we're tiny in number, that we don't have resources that others have? Of course it matters. In the world of music, I am on show publicly quite often, and I'm judged always by my last performance. Sadly, I've also been judged recently without a performance, and also I've been judged by misguided or factually incorrect information. This year in particular, I want to stress the importance of not stigmatising those with disabilities. McArdles might be invisible, but I refuse to be invisible. I'm honoured to be giving a concert on the 3rd of April this year for the Kettner Society at the National Liberal Club in Whitehall, London. I shall donate the entire income from the concert to the AGSD UK. I'll spill the beans on my musical life with laughter and tears along the way and plenty of emotion and honesty. And there'll be an exhibition which will include information and printed materials about the AGSD UK. Please join me on the adventure. Tickets can be purchased on Eventbrite, and if you can't attend the event in person, or if you are able to attend but you wish to make an additional donation, I have set up a Just Giving page for the AGSD UK, and the link is www.justgiving.com/fundraising-Sioned-Williams 28. Thank you very much for listening.